Hey guys, today we're going to be doing something a little different, okay? Today we're going to be talking New World. And what I want to talk to you guys about is actually a PvE Grace build for the Rapier. It's interesting because I actually looked around here and there and I don't really see many people talking about a full-on Grace PvE build for the Rapier. Most of the time it's straight PvE blood builds or PvP Grace builds and no in between. But as I tested it on the beta and how it felt to me, I believe that momentum is the key to high DPS for the Rapier, especially in situations where you can stick to a target, like in a dungeon. So let's go ahead and go through the talents and I'll explain to you why all of them make sense. So first of all, we need to grab the Evade package because the Evade package enables momentum to put in a lot of work, and momentum is going to be why I believe this build could be potentially one of the highest DPS weapons in the game for PvE, period. So let's go ahead and grab full Evade package. And Evade is an ability that is spammable, right? It's just, doesn't matter what it's doing. It literally, if we pressed it and it did absolutely nothing, it wouldn't matter because it's enabling momentum. So basically the way we look at it is every time we press Evade, our next light or heavy attack does 25% more damage, which is massive, especially when you're attacking the boss from behind, getting that backstab damage. And we get 20 stamina every time we use it as well, so we're never going to be out of stamina with this build. We get a movement speed increase, which is nice for sticking to the bosses, sticking to our targets. And evading forward gains 15% increased damage on your next light attack. So we always want to be evading forward into the back of the boss, right? And initial, this is the massive one for the evade package. And individual successful light attacks reduce the cooldown of this ability by 30% each. It's insane, guys. You're going to be able to spam this ability over and over and over again and basically get a straight 25% damage increase from momentum. And let's go ahead and go through the passives. We're forced to grab every single one of these passives to unlock momentum, okay? But we can talk about them each. Deal 10% more damage when your stamina is below 40%. It's going to be hard to get value out of this because the package is just providing you with so much stamina as is, and you're not going to just be like dodge rolling around, trying to get your stamina low, but we have to put a point into it to unlock momentum, unfortunately. Okay, we get plus 3 stamina on any hit. Deal 10% more damage when your health is full. Critical strikes reduce all cooldowns by 5%. That's massive. That's massive because we're all about spamming our abilities out, rocking that momentum. And we get plus 3% haste for 4 seconds on any hit, and it can stack up to 5 times. Okay, so we're just going to be moving around the field fast. And after we put that point in, we unlock momentum. Instantly grab momentum. This is why the build is so successful. Gain 25% increased damage on your next light or heavy attack after performing an ability. Ends on hit or after 3 seconds. Guys, think about it. There's no internal cooldown on this. So if you have abilities to spam, every single one of your attacks is doing 25% more damage. It's massive. That's insane. But let's fill out the rest of the build and talk about it. So we're gonna dip over to the blood, and when I use the blood tree, to me the Tondo and Flourish and Finish package felt the best to me. Out questing, it was just one bleed plus Flourish and Finish was almost one-shotting a mob of equal level to me. Tondo with its package allows it to be a very short cooldown, especially when you incorporate refreshing strikes and red curtains into it as well. Tondo is also going to be another ability you're spamming, so you're gonna evade forward for that damage bonus attack. Tondo attack, flourish and finish attack. Evade forward attack, Tondo attack. You're just basically using an ability, attacking, using an ability, attacking, using an ability, attacking, and you're constantly getting 25% increased damage on each one of your attacks. It's insane. The amount of damage you can do is ridiculous. I can't wait till if they enable a DPS meter. I believe if there's a DPS meter in the game, I wouldn't be surprised if this build was number 1. I'm just gonna go out there and say I really think the damage potential in this build is insane. Let's grab that package though and talk about it. I want Tondo's cooldown to be short, so I have a secondary ability I can spam in between my evades. So we're going to grab Thirst for Blood, and we're going to grab N again. And effectively, it's just reducing the cooldown on it. When applying the first stack to an opponent, this cooldown is reduced by 10%. Nice. And if you hit only one target, even on the blocked hit, this cooldown is reduced by 25%. This is going to get value against every single target fight, every single target boss fight. You're going to get 35% cooldown reduction on your Tondo each time you use it. Okay, it's just amazing. Then we want Refreshing Strikes, reduces all cooldowns by 1% on any hit. That plays exactly into the build, just like we wake. And On Guard, deal 10% more damage when your target has greater than 50% health. That's just a 10% flat DPS increase for the first half of the boss fight. Amazing, amazing talent. And deal 5% more damage to your targets with the Rapier bleed. 5% DPS increase. Your Tondo is going to be nearly full uptime. The only time it's not applied is in between when you flourish and finish, and you apply your Tondo again. That's the only time. Very minimal downtime of bleed uptime on your boss, right? And then we're going to grab Light's Edge. And Light's Edge is increase the damage from both middle swipe attacks in the light attack chain by 8%. Just an 8% damage increase to that middle swipe. That second attack on the Rapier is amazing. So the DPS rotation would look like boss fight starts. Evade forward, attack. Tondo, attack. Flourish and finish, attack. Evade forward, attack. Evade forward, attack until Tondo comes back up. Reapply Tondo, attack. Evade forward, attack until flourish and finish comes up again. Flourish, finish, attack again. It's kind of like a bob and weave, a squeezing in an attack in between each ability, right? Evade, attack. Tondo, attack. Flourish, finish, attack. Evade, attack. And you'll see, guys, I'm sure most of you that are watching this video right now have used the evade package for a PvP build. And you know when you're attacking someone, it feels like evade has no cooldown. So you're constantly proccing momentum, constantly getting that damage bonus, but make sure you're evading forward for that additional 15% increased damage on your next light attack. Okay? There are some considerations for alternative ways to finish out this build that I have thought about. Option 1 would be drop Light Edge for heavy puncture. If you wanted to use heavy attacks to extend the duration of the bleed, it's hard to know, right, without a DPS meter, which one ends up being more valuable, but it's definitely an option, right? It's definitely good. You could, if you don't like Flourish and Finish, you could also just drop Flourish and Finish, pick up Flurry, if you would prefer. And with this setup, you'll definitely just be stacking your Tondo to 3 stacks, and I would grab this, Heavy Puncture. I would just get my Tondo to 3 stacks, and then every time your Tondo is about to fall off, you just heavy attack, and it increases the duration of it by 2 seconds. So you don't ever have to keep reapplying Tondo itself. You can just use heavy attacks to increase the duration. But I don't think in the long run that'll be the best build. I believe Flourish and Finish just makes more sense, more bursty, allows you to spam your cooldowns more freely. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think, or if you have any disagreements with the talent points. I really did consider also getting the grit on the Flourish and Finish and potentially pushing all the way down to fuel. But the more I thought about it, it just too many points to commit down for what would potentially be a small gain. The grit might be worth it. That would be my next option. I could drop Light Edge for grit, just to guarantee value out of Flourish and Finish. That burst is really nice. It is a high amount of damage, so it could end up outvaluing the Light Edge. Just need more testing to figure it out. But yeah, like I said, let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think about this build. I really haven't seen anyone else with a Grace PvE build. I really think this is going to be extremely powerful. If you're just a in WoW we call it a Parse Goblin. If you're just a Parse Goblin and all you want to do is do the max DPS and be able to just do the max damage, I would consider this weapon in this build, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.